Open the door. Open the door.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. What? Are you sure?
Welcome back, Creepy Crew. Tonight, we delve into the eerie world of haunted dolls. Are they truly possessed, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? Join us as TikTok users recount their spine-chilling encounters with these unsettling toys. Could these dolls be harboring malevolent spirits, or is it simply our imaginations running wild? Watch, decide for yourself, and let us know what you think. Remember, the line between fact and fiction is often disturbingly thin. Stay creepy.
Alright, June, it's time to brush your hair. Let's get it out of your face, okay? What do you think? Does that feel better? Aw, you're such a pretty little girl.
This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch doll. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries. But wait, there's more. I even cut the wire to see if that would stop it. Is she causing this?
Hi. Hi. Oh, goodness.
So I'm trying to fit my haunting experience in one video. About a month ago, this doll was left on my porch, and the next day she moved on her own. Inside of her, I found a piece of paper with the name Abigail on it. I assume that is the person that used to own her. I also found a little doll inside of her. And then I found some bones inside of her, which is at the end of this clip. You might need to pause to see it because I accidentally made it too short. Things started to escalate pretty quickly after I found this doll. I decided to cleanse her the next day. She ended up moving. I found another doll on my porch soon after with a date and coordinates. I followed the coordinates and found this hanging on a branch with a note in the bottle and more bones. And the note read, "Where you'll find me now." Then soon after, I found Abigail floating on the wall. And soon after that, I was getting some scary emails with some videos that were pretty disturbing. And then soon after that, I found various animal bones in my yard. No notes this time. I got yet another email that said the gate has opened with this video attached of some sort of puppet doll. So dolls are a big theme in my situation. I feel like this picture frame might be connected to the activity. I found a symbol on the back of it. I still don't know what it is. Then soon after that, we found a box in our garden with a note that had the date 1952 written on the back of it. And it had a tooth in it as well, and this message. And then I researched Emily and Abigail, and I found an Emily and Abigail in my area that correlated with those dates. Then I found this person that followed me. He's only following me. And there are some videos that are the same videos that was sent to me. And then just last week, I found this symbol in my basement and a spell jar. And then I opened a little door in my house, which led me to find this near my water heater thing. It was something wrapped in this dirty burlap rag and I found a box. When I opened it, I found a spell jar, another doll, a family photo, a picture frame, and rocks. I started to hear noises from my basement, and I found that the spell jar I had found had broken. And then this brings a doll that I found last night where the coordinates led me.
Meet my haunted dolls. Abigail. She's very active and likes to move a lot. Ruby. She's also very active and has moved a few times. Anne. I feel a presence, but she's never moved. Theodore. He likes to make noises in the basement. Elizabeth. I've caught her speaking before. I asked my haunted doll Abigail to tell me if she was here. She moved for me. She's getting better at communicating.
It all started when Abigail the doll mysteriously ended up on my porch. She moved on her own not once but twice, and as I've received many more unwanted gifts, it's gotten so much worse, and now things have taken a sinister turn. I finally have footage of whoever has been leaving these gifts. Hey guys, so this video is for those of you who are asking what I did with my haunted dolls. I did keep Emily because if there is a spirit in her, then it is very peaceful, and I've never had any issues with her. Activity with Abigail and the other two dolls just brought really negative energy into the house, and I had to immediately get rid of them. I've never felt that with her, so I am keeping her. I've also thought about bringing Abigail back because I feel like she's been trying to send me messages through dreams, and I know it sounds crazy, but I've just been dreaming about her and just the things I found in the house that relate with the letter A, Abigail. I think she's supposed to be here. I think why she was so active is because she's trying to communicate. Although I will have somebody with me who is my friend who's a medium with me if I do decide to communicate with her, so I'm not just gonna go in it like without any protection or anything. So yeah. Hey guys, so I said in the last video I had an exciting discovery regarding Emily and Abigail. I believe I am sitting in the graveyard where they are buried, the real Emily and Abigail, not the dolls. But here are the dolls, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're new here. These are the dolls, Emily and Abigail. Emily is right here in the orange dress, and Abigail is a little puppet doll. If you are not familiar with my story, you can scroll down. I've had paranormal experiences with these dolls. A lot of weird things have happened over the past couple weeks. So if you want to get caught up, then you can just go look at my old videos. But yeah, I was doing some research like you guys had suggested, and I don't know why I just didn't think I would find anything. You know, I thought this is just going to be leading me through more hoops and more rabbit holes or whatever. But I'm really glad I did, because I think I might have found something significant. So as I was doing research on Emily's in this area, I came across this obituary. I'm keeping all the last names and everything private, and the location, I just want to respect the family. So, but it says that she passed away in 1947, and that correlates with the date that was written on the back of the piece of paper that was found with the doll Emily that was left on my porch.
And for reference, Emily is the doll on the right. And then listed on Emily's family members, it didn't say how they were related, but said that she passed away in 1952, which then goes back to the note we found the other day in the garden, where April found it, that has 1952 written on the back of it. And I know it could all be a coincidence, but it just, in my opinion, it just seems too specific to be a coincidence, especially considering how small the town is that I live in. I think the most bittersweet part of the discovery was this picture I found under Emily's obituary. I don't know which one is Emily, and I don't know who the other little girl is. Yeah, I guess just let me know what you guys think about this, and I will update you if anything else happens.
I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there. There's nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down.
A real-life Chucky doll was put into handcuffs today for scaring people in northern Mexico. A man by the name of Carlos N. put a real knife into Chucky's hands and would go around shoving that Chucky into people's faces in northern Mexico. It didn't take long for them to get arrested. And when they did get arrested, well, the police put the Chucky doll into handcuffs and then tried to stand it up to get its height. The officers that put Chucky into handcuffs and then made them pose because the journalists told them to do so were reprimanded by their higher-ups. But social disorder is no child's play. So don't get a Chucky doll and scare people. In the end, yours, let me know what you think about Chucky getting arrested.
This video was posted by a woman named Lorley Gons, who states that something very strange was captured in a video that was taken many years ago. The girl in this clip is Lorley's cousin-in-law's daughter, who was about 10 years old when she took this video. According to Lorley, she was filming herself in her bedroom when something pretty spooky happened. The video starts off with the young girl playing with her toys, doing a show and tell of a kitchen playset she was recently given.
Hola, novelistas. Hoy estamos en un nuevo video para mi canal y hoy voy a estar mostrando las cositas, tenedores y todas las cositas de cocina que tengo para jugar.
Now, as the young girl states, this video is for her YouTube channel, which according to Lorley is solely based on pretend play videos and toy reviews. What was meant to be an innocent pretend play video turned out to be something completely different. Take a look.
Bueno, empecemos. Primero tengo este cuchillo, es muy lindo. Pues tengo esto que es como para cortar pizza, creo. Sí. Tengo esto. ¿Claro? Una cuchilla. ¿Loca? Ahora tengo dos tenedores así. Uno rosita, igual que el cuchillo que mostré al principio. No sé si lo mostré al principio. Y este tenedor amarillo. Voy a tener... Se me está cayendo todo. Perdón, se me está cayendo todo. Dos cuchillos amarillos iguales. Después, las tacitas. Tengo esta tacita rosita y esta tacita como fucsia. Huevo. ¿Sí?
It was probably after noticing the doll's arm lifting on its own that the girl pauses, turns around, and bolts out in a panic frenzy. Even before this, it appeared that she had already sensed something strange was happening. As if seeing one of her toys suddenly fall by itself wasn't already enough to make her feel unsettled, this happens. Now currently, the girl in this video is 14 years old, but despite how old this video is, it continues to haunt her to this day. Just like Lorley and others who've seen this clip, they have no idea as to how the doll seemingly moved on its own.
Susan's in this box. Allegedly, she's haunted. We're gonna figure it out together. I heard the swim noise as soon as I opened this. Oh my god, it stopped. Really wrapped her up tight. Oh my god. Immediately, bad vibes. This is Susan. For those of you who didn't see the video, I bought her on eBay. She's allegedly haunted. Her backstory is that she was a runaway bride and she died in a car accident. Hard to prove. Hard to prove. She has like a really creepy face though. I don't know. I feel like something might be in there. We're just gonna let her chill in my house and see what happens. I think I'm gonna order some paranormal investigator supplies. I don't want to spend too much money, but I have to test it. I don't know where to put her. My boyfriend's gonna kill me. I have too many dolls. I ended up putting Susan over here with Janet. We'll see if anything happens tonight. Her first thing here. Don't hurt. Her backstory is that she was a runaway bride and she died in a car accident. Hard to prove.
If your dog starts growling at a doll or object, get rid of it immediately. A babysitter recorded a haunting series of events where the girl he's babysitting tells him there's a doll that moves on its own while she's playing hide and seek.
You said it moves? This doll?
Yeah.
What? When does it move?
Curious to see if this creepy doll really moves, he plays hide and seek with it.
Oh my god, Sadie, you scared me.
The dog goes towards him in a playful manner, but later in the night, after finding him growling at the doll, he realized the dog was trying to protect him. In a dark room, ominously, the doll lifts up its head to make eye contact as it falls backwards.
This box was just delivered and you can see the salt leaking out. The person that sent me this had a really bad time with what's in the box. Car trouble, business issues, bad luck, and worst of all, they've been known to move on their own. Guests in the home felt compelled to leave offerings and ask for permission to photograph them. They're coming from Connecticut, where the previous owner had been warned before taking them in. After a bad experience, he passed them on to me. The dolls seemed to be causing one problem after another. Too many for it to be a coincidence. It was an emergency. The salt was used to protect him and create a barrier between their home and the dolls before sending them out. Taking them in might have been a mistake. These dolls are going to be in their own locked case and will be monitored 24/7 for movement. Hopefully we can find out what is haunting them and why they seem to be so angry. The number one thing we're going to keep in mind is to be respectful. We're going to ask permission even when we're moving them and when we're filming them. We're definitely going to need a part 2, so if you'd like to stay updated, hit. Here's how I found out the doll's mouth opened when the lights turned off and why I didn't fake it. No hate to this person. I expected these comments, and you absolutely should be questioning paranormal content that you're consuming on social media. I've been posting for about 4 years, and if I were going to fake something, I probably would have started a long time ago, but I'll go through the process of how I can try and explain what happened to you. I was in my bedroom when this happened. I did not realize the hallway light had turned off because I was in my bedroom reading and the light in there had stayed on. So the only light that shorted was the one that the dolls were by. The light switch by the dolls is to the right of them, and in order to reach it, I would have to walk past the camera and trigger it. I got a notification that a person was seen, and that's why I even reviewed the footage in the first place. When I checked the live feed, the mouth was open, and I reviewed what happened. There is about 2 minutes of static footage before the event happens, so it's just recording the dolls. One thing you need to know about me is I'm not good at editing. I am not a video editor. I don't know how to use any sort of programs. The best way that someone could have faked this from my perspective is to cut 2 clips together where they turn the light off and then open the mouth and then turn the light back on, I think you would see subtle changes in the doll's positions, which there aren't. They're in the exact same position except his mouth is open. And the other thing is you would see me in the reflection as I flick the light switch, which is why I walked out here to prove this. It's going to detect the motion. I'm going to turn on the light. So if I'm here at the distance of turning on the light, can you see me? I personally wanted to show you that the mouth didn't fall at a separate time and then the light happened later and then I just cut footage together. And what I did was zoom in on the mouth and replay the footage up close. And you can actually see as the light is turning on that the mouth is falling open. All of that being said, that doesn't mean any of this is paranormal. It could literally be some sort of shorting due to the heating or anything else. So we're just going to take it at face value. I wanted to share it because it was notable, but at the same time, we're going to stay rational and just know. Here's everything that's happened since I brought cursed dolls into my house. Spoiler, it gets pretty creepy. We went home for the holidays, so we were not here to experience anything for a few days. But when we came back, my friend Kalani came over and we tried to communicate with the dolls and get their name. They screamed at us. Other than that, it was relatively quiet and we sort of debunked their mouths opening and closing because they do have loose jaws. We wanted to make sure we weren't getting excited about false positives. We kept them in the hallway away from the other haunted objects just to make sure we were only focusing on them. My cat Widow tends to want to spend a lot of time staring down the hallway at them, but she does not go directly near them. We still don't know their name, unfortunately. They were not willing to communicate in that way, or they didn't have the energy to do that. Personally, I haven't experienced any bad luck. I have been super respectful. They do need time to settle in. 2 days ago, I noticed the closet doorway in the hallway was open, and it's one where you have to actually turn the knobs. I know that my 6-pound cat didn't open this door. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera set up yet. I'm alone at this point. I texted Josh, who is away for work, and asked if he had done something recently to the closet that would have made the door not completely shut. After reshutting it, I was like, we need to get the camera on the dolls, just in case something like that were to happen again. It's been quiet for almost 24 hours until this happened. I got a notification that a person was detected. As you can see, there's no people in the footage. The only thing that happens is the top doll's mouth is closed. The light flickers, which if I walked by, I would get a notification that a person was by. I was by myself in another room with the lights on. The light flickers, and when it turns back on, his mouth is open. I'm by myself, so we can say that maybe this was an electrical thing and a coincidence, but I'm still a little bit nervous.
So I've had this doll Garwin since I was 4 years old. It was a bereavement gift I received when my mom died, and it holds a lot of sentimental value. But I had to get rid of it. The past few nights I've been waking up to what sounds like a little boy crying in my basement. Upon investigating, I always find the doll propped up in completely different places. I decided to set up a camera overnight to see what's moving it, and this is what I captured.
Mama. Mama. Mama.
So, one thing about me is that I collect porcelain dolls. My children got a hold of one of my porcelain dolls today and broke it. These things are not cheap, but this particular one was given to me by my grandma, who has died. So, have kids, they said. It would be fun, they said. Now I've got to deal with a fucking haunting.
Have you ever seen a doll that can walk by itself? This is Rosita the walking doll and her owner Rosa. Rosa has claimed to have the doll for about 50 years. Neighbors have claimed when they would peek through the windows of Rosa's house, they would see the doll moving by itself. As you can see, Rosita won't just walk with anybody. This video was taken a couple years later, and Rosa claimed that this is Rosita, the same doll. She looks a lot different. Could she have gotten older?
When I was born, my mom was gifted a porcelain doll that looks just like me, and I do believe that its sole purpose is to take me out of this world. My mom sent me this. She says, "You cannot tell me that this doll is not your twin. Sorry, I know you're scared of it." Smiley face. I said I didn't see it. So naturally, my mother decided to make the doll look more like me. This is the doll. I fear that it may have grown stronger. If something happens to me, she did it.
She did it.
On YouTube Music.
He is useless. What the hell? Hey Google, Google, play gospel music.
Okay, check out this gospel radio station on YouTube Music.
That scared the hell out of me. You talking about some, "Ah, we see you, demons coming." Like, what the hell?
So I bought a haunted doll off of eBay and she just came in. I think that there's a spirit attached to this doll, and the reason I believe that is because the person that sold it to me, they had a whole backstory for her which was pretty in-depth. They had pictures of the doll with an EMF reader reading her, and it was lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. Warning, the vessel that this spirit chose is a bit unnerving, but I love the doll. The spirit asked to be called Sissy, or at least that's what the lady that sold it to me said. She's like an older woman, and she had 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys when she was living. She also loved animals and apparently does really well around pets, and since I have 5 cats and a dog, I thought she would do great here. Hi, sisters! Please don't haunt me for that. This is what she looks like. This is Sissy. Everyone say hello. The eyes are the freaky part, I feel like, because no matter where I set this doll in the room, it looks like she's staring at you, like her eyes are tracking you. Which maybe they are. I don't know. Anyways, if anyone wants me to buy some equipment so I can actually communicate with Sissy and see if there is a spirit attached, tell me below, because I will. What do you guys think of this kind of stuff? Does it freak you out? Do you believe? I want to know.
This is a haunted doll that was present during a double murder. So here's the backstory and what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, this letter is from the previous owner. The doll was present when a husband murdered his cheating wife and then shot himself. The doll responds to the name Melissa, the name of the wife, and is said to be very active and needs attention. From the moment I took it out of the box, strange things started to happen. Okay, this is footage from my phone. You can see as soon as I open the box, it just stops. The recording stops on its own. While I was filming the doll, watch the top left of the screen. Bro, this light just went out. Then I set up a time lapse and went to bed. But at 3 in the morning, I woke up and got sick. Should I take the doll to a psychic or priest? 1 month ago, I bought this haunted doll from a murder crime scene for Halloween. It's been 30 days since having the doll. Here's everything that's happened. If you saw my last video, you know that the lights where I keep the doll burned out while filming. Oh, this light just went out. This freaked me and my family out. So I contacted about 15 psychics to examine the doll.
Hello?
They all declined me.
I strongly advise you not to mess with that doll.
After that, I left the doll completely untouched for about 2 weeks. And when I finally checked on it, I found it knocked over in its chair. The same chair that then completely fell apart when I went to move it for filming. I'm considering destroying or burying the doll.
Now, you know Annabelle.
Oh,
like,
no, not
the first
again.
doll. There's another one in 2017.
Yeah.
This story, that ass made me like not want to get shit from thrift stores no more, bro.
Oh my
so listen, so there's this woman named Debbie Merrick, and she went to a thrift store and she found these dolls that she really thought were really cool.
Yeah.
So she bought them, 3 of them, and took them home. Now, one of the dolls, every time she picked it up, she would get like this feeling in her stomach that didn't feel right. You know what I mean? So she put it away and she left it in like a guest room.
Okay.
So she could never see it again. Now, ever since that day, when she goes to bed, she would hear footsteps creaking in her hallway. Now, she thought it was just her daughter, so she woke up to go check on it. She went to her daughter's room, and her daughter was sleeping. It wasn't her.
For sure, yeah.
Now, the next night, her husband woke up with scratches on his leg. The husband's like, okay, it has to be something with that doll, because that doll's giving me weird vibes,
For sure,
right?
yeah.
So she brought a medium to the house to go check on it. Now, the medium told her there's a spirit that's trying to attach itself to the doll, and it's still around in this house. She was forced to put the doll into a shed in her backyard and leave it, right?
Oh shit.
Now, she never goes and checks on her shed until one time she went to go check it. She opened it up and she saw the doll had a necklace on its neck. It was taken off and her clothes were chained.
No.
Yeah. The word and the rumor about this doll went rampant, went viral, right? And they actually got invited to live television.
For the doll?
For the doll. So they had the doll sitting with them on a rocking chair.
Stop.
Now, there's footage of the doll during the interview.
No.
Check this out.
No way.
Crazy.
Oh no. No, silly. To dry it. But it exploded. And they were both found dead.
Guys, wait until you see what I found at this antique shop. It's freaking weird. My friend Kelsey sensed a very sad man attached to this antique, and it was quite sad. This mask gave me the creeps. It felt like someone was watching us in this room, and it was so unsettling. But here's the creepiest part. I found this weird acupuncture doll next to this religious box, and naturally I decided to take it home, but my friend Kelsey did not think it was such a good idea. Here I go. Today we went to an antique store and we found this weird, creepy, voodoo-looking doll that we were both drawn to. We have not taken it out of the packaging yet because we don't know if that's a good idea, but we are getting really bad vibes from it. We brought it back to Kelsey's apartment. It fell off the freaking counter and the EMF meter is going off. Both of our phones
As we're talking about opening it,
both of our phones are in airplane mode. We're going to do a spirit box session and see what exactly is attached to Voodoo Man over here. But let us know your comments down below. He is going outside on the balcony. Like, he is not staying in here tonight. We're scared to take him out of the packaging. He said rude. It goes rude. Who is attached to this man? I heard a name. Can you tell us your name if you even have one? Oh my God, wait, I can't breathe again.
my entire back is just in pain.
I'm really hot. Can you hold him? I'm actually getting really uncomfortable. When we were in the store, what was that big bang?
That was the stairs.
Kelsey asked if we should be scared and the EMF meter spiked.
Dude, my left arm's hurting again.
Maybe the way he died, he had an issue breathing. I thought I just heard, I want to kill you, but I'm just going to
I know, that's what I heard too. Something.
I'm going to ignore that.
Why are you making us feel sick? My head hurts so bad.
I'm sweating and I feel like there's something right here. I can't breathe well. Will you be angry if we put you outside?
Yes, Hill.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with it, guys. Let us know down below in the comments what you think about this doll. Should we unwrap it? I don't even know if we're safe right now.
I keep getting whiff of like an egg smell.
Sulfur smells are usually something
Like it smells
demonic.
bad.
I don't know why we were so drawn to this, but when I first saw it, I thought it was a voodoo doll. And it's actually just an acupuncture man, some sort of like vintage acupuncture doll.
I think it was used for other things.
Come with me to put a salt ring of protection around this very haunted antique acupuncture man that
literally looks like a voodoo doll. I'm not allowed to keep it in my friend's house. So we're bringing him outside and we're going to put a salt ring of protection around him because he is not nice. He's nasty. I know you're probably asking why I did this. I wanted to have fun, guys. I wanted to do like a fun little investigation. I don't know why I was so drawn to him. Clearly I was drawn to him because he's not good. He's not good. And he tricked me. Okay. He tricked me. I feel like a fool. No, but seriously, I knew he was nasty from the start, but I did it anyway because he fell off the counter before and he almost made me throw up. And I have to sleep in here tonight by myself. Let's go, Mr. Man. So I'm going to give you an update on my voodoo doll, but this comment right here is crazy because of this. So if you missed my last videos, go watch them because they're insane. So when we first came across the doll, my friend Kelsey felt a stabbing pain in her arm. And I'm seeing a lot of comments like this. What the fuck? Okay, let's go check on Voodoo Man. So I put him in a salt ring of protection, and this is where he's been for the past 2 days. I've been sleeping here at my friend Kelsey's house on this couch, and I have been having the craziest lucid dreams. If you guys want to hear what I've been dreaming about, like this video, let me know. But there is something really nasty attached to this doll. He is incredibly haunted. My intuition is telling me that, and the investigations that we've done. If you guys want to see a full investigation, I'm going to be posting one on my channel. So go and subscribe, link in my bio. Part 2 of dropping my very haunted doll off at my storage unit because he's been a very bad man. Went to the store, I got a huge thing of salt. All right, here we go, guys. It is so creepy in here. Here we are. It's a little bit of a mess, so I don't know where he's gonna go, but we gotta find him a place. I cleared a space in here, but this keeps going off. Like, look at this. I'm using natural sea salt. I'm gonna put a ring of salt around him, and then I'm going to bind him to this circle. It's so important that we make sure that the entities are binded to this salt circle so that he cannot fuck with anybody else, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna do a double salt, and we needed a little extra. Oh my god, ever since I put the salt around him, this is going crazy. Like, am I insane? Am I manic? I don't know. Okay, let's go bind him, make sure that he is here to stay. Calling in my guides and my angels to help protect me against all evil and whatever evil entities may be attached to this doll. Please bind this entity or entities in this salt ring of protection, for he or she or whoever it is here to stay indefinitely. I surround myself with love and light and the protection of my guides and my angels. I am protected and nothing is to interfere with me. Okay. He is in. Let's get the fuck out of here. Guys, my storage unit where I'm keeping my haunted doll just called me with noise complaints. I'm literally shaking. I'm about to call them back. You have to hear this.
I'm looking to speak with about the concern with your unit.
Intuitively, I've just been feeling really terrible about leaving it in my storage unit in California.
Hi, thanks for calling Life Storage. This is Veronica. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is, and I'm just returning your phone call.
And yes, a security guard heard scratching from inside your unit last night, and we have a very strict no live animal or food policy.
I'm definitely not storing any animals.
Okay, because this is just the second time the security guard has reported noises from inside your unit, and we just want to keep it as clean as possible so, like, the neighbors don't have to deal with, like, any rats or any bugs or anything. If you could possibly come and check in your unit as soon as possible, otherwise, as per your contract, we have the right to open your storage unit while you're not here to make sure that there's no animals in it.
Well, the problem is I'm in New Jersey. I'm not in California right now.
We can give you, like, 2 or 3 more days to have a friend or family member come check in the unit. Otherwise, we will have to open it ourselves.
Yeah, I just rather do it myself instead of having you guys go in there. So I had such a bad feeling about my doll. I did not think that it would go this far. So I have to call my friend Kelsey. Like, why am I so nervous right now. I have been in the paranormal field for many years now. I do know what I'm doing. I do know how to handle haunted objects and negative entities. There's a lot of concerns in my previous videos, people telling me I'm not being safe and I'm not being smart, but please understand that I have been able to hear and see things since I was little. I grew up in a very haunted house and I own many haunted things, so this one's really no different. It's definitely not a nice entity that's attached to this doll. I do not recommend you guys going out and purchasing haunted objects. There's a lot of people that want to purchase this voodoo doll for me, and I will absolutely not be selling him. He is not for sale. Guys, here's the update on my haunted doll I left in my storage unit. I mailed the keys to my friend Kelsey so she can go and check on him after the complaints from my storage company.
Let's ask if it was him scratching on the unit doors. Oh my god. Oh, that was confirmation. Was it you scratching on the walls? You need to stop making noise in here. Do you understand? Did the light just flicker? I swear, just said Kelsey kill. I'm calling out to the entity with this. You need to stay within the salt circle. You are out of the salt circle. We are going to have to do something to get rid of your doll. The entity needs to stay within the salt circle. You are not allowed to leave the circle. Now we gotta make sure the string does not break the salt circle this time.
What should we do with my haunted doll? A huge shout out to my girl Kelsey for going and checking out the doll, and thank God the storage unit people did not cut my lock and go in there on their own. A lot of you are saying to bury it, but honestly, what if somebody stumbles across it one day? That wouldn't be good. Or do we put him in a glass case like the Annabelle doll and leave him the fuck be? Let me know.
My dolls are playing with their new lights. For those that are new here, I collect haunted dolls. They turn the lights on themselves. Aren't they adorable?
I collect dolls, so I just buy them. I bought this one at auction. This is the doll that was in the Cullen house at Twilight movie. So I was just scrolling on Facebook Marketplace and I seen a woman that put an ad for 4 antique dolls for free. You could just have them. And one of them had a tag pinned to the chest saying it was appraised at $70. And I collect antique dolls. So I was like, okay, I'll drive to Mount Juliet and pick them up. When I got there, here's the red flags that I ignored. When I got there, they were sitting at the mailbox in a box with a bunch of like doll shoes and dresses that fit them that were all antique too. And she would not come anywhere near the box. And I assumed it was because COVID had just hit. She didn't know if I had the COVIDs or whatever. So that's what I chalked it up to. I didn't even pay attention. And like I had to like strain to hear what she was saying. That's how far she was from me talking. Like carrying on a conversation would not come close. So so I put them in the trunk, drive back home. I drive back home. As soon as I get home, I put the dolls on my bed and I'm taking pictures. And I'm looking through the camera and I noticed that like one's blinking an eye. I'm like, what? And I'm looking through the camera, so I'm assuming it's just like a camera glitch or something. So I just keep on about it. And then I noticed one like moved. It like fell back like this. And I was like, okay, they're kind of heavy. They're like really a lot of hard stuffing in there. I was like, so it just fell back. And then it leaned back up. I was like, okay, no, that's not normal. And then I start recording. and pretending like I'm just taking pictures, but I'm recording. And they just move. And I'm like, okay. My husband's screaming. He's like, what are you doing in there? I'm like, I'm taking pictures of my dolls. But I'm really recording because I don't want the spirit or whatever to know that I'm recording. So they keep moving. I'm like, okay, I have to pick up the doll and make sure they're not those ones that you can like wind up and they like spin like those old clowns or something. I'm trying to find out any excuse of why they would move like what they're doing and their eyes blinking and stuff. There's no way to explain it. So I'm like, okay. So I go to my Facebook Messenger where I was talking to the lady, and I'm going to ask her, like, what's the story with these dolls? She's blocked me. The ad she's deleted, and she's blocked me. I don't remember her name, nothing. So she got me good. If it just stated that the dolls moving and blinking and stuff, it'd been fine. But it didn't. In the beginning, it was just like childish stuff, like knocking on the walls, scratching, banging, stuff like that. When we both worked super early in the morning, I had to go to work at like 3 a.m. And it kept us up a lot. And it just got worse. It was childish at first, just silly stuff. And we were thinking, like, we were trying not to scare ourselves. We were like, it's a kid. It's a little girl attached to these dolls. She passed away. She just loves the dolls. So we were talking to her. We were like, we'll take care of you. You know, we won't let anyone hurt the dolls, this and that. And we didn't have kids right now. So we only had to worry about ourselves. And it got worse from there. It started, like, moving so much that it was disrupt. Like, I would just sit around all day and just, when I was off, I worked 2 jobs. I would just sit around and just watch them because it was so bizarre to just see that type of activity just all the time, just so nonchalantly move all the time. And then the worst thing that ever happened was we came home one day and all 4 of the stove eyes was on high, like they were trying to burn the apartment down. Like, it was bad. And then one time we had to call the cops because we thought somebody was breaking in because they were banging on either the front door or the living room walls, something so hard it sounded like someone was kicking in our door. So we were barricaded in the bedroom calling the cops. And then the cops came there and I was still on the phone with 911. And they're like, okay, the cops are at the front door. Go answer it. We got there and the cops, we review the Ring camera footage because I have a Ring. I had a Ring at the apartment. We moved. We don't live there anymore. And the activity followed us. But the cops was reviewing all the footage and they were like, somebody's looking through the window. Like, the curtains are moving. You can clearly see the curtains move. You can see in the house. You can see there's no one pulling the curtains. Like, they're just open the curtains completely. You can see straight in the house and there's no one there. And the cops were freaking out. I was like, okay, now I'm embarrassed because now I know it's the dolls and it was not anyone trying to break in. Once the activity got that bad, we took them and put them in a hutch. But I was going to the kitchen one day and I noticed like a fog in front of the hutch. I was like, what? And I put my hand, it was freezing ice cold. Like, when I took my hand off, there was a hot print of my hand there because that's how cold the hutch was. I was like, oh my God. And the activity was worse when we put them in the hutch. And like, to try and contain it, it was worse. It was way worse. It was more malicious stuff happening. They would hide our stuff, move things around, knock stuff off the counters. It was just bad. The only way we got the activity to calm down is to put the dolls in the room with us. So I had to sleep with the dolls in our bedroom because that's the only way. Like, as long as they were close to us, the dolls were fine. They didn't do anything other than move. And I had to put a bell around one of the necks because it moved so much. I wanted to at least hear when it was moving so I didn't have to sit and watch it all the time. But once we had kids, I was like, I was scared to get rid of them because I was scared they would hurt my baby if they found out I was trying to get rid of them, but I was scared to keep them for the same reason. So I was like stuck in a rock and a hard place. But you would make her toys go off at all times of the night, stuff like that. Eventually, me and my husband were sitting in the living room and my baby was sitting on the floor just playing, and she was about a year old, and a toy, this wasn't too long ago, she's still a year old, a toy just, flew across the living room and missed her head by like that much. I was like, no, I'm done. So we had a yard sale and I put them out in the yard sale. And for 2 days, they didn't sell. And then the 3rd day, our last day of the yard sale, I put them in a chair close to the street with the sign that says they are haunted, and somebody stole them. That's not on me. It's on them. No, they really did. The night that we put them out here in the yard sale, they were out here for 3 nights. And the first night we went out here, banging all in the fucking house. My husband was in the kitchen getting the baby a bottle. And he ran back to the bedroom. You hear that knocking? I was like, no, I don't. I got my fingers in my ears. Hell no. La 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 la. I don't hear nothing. Let them sell. I did hear it. But they were pissed off because they were out at the yard sale. And not to mention that I can't even find, I've got 2 cameras. Okay? 2. and there's no footage of them, like somebody stealing them or them walking off. From 1 o'clock in the morning, no, 3, from 3 o'clock in the morning all the way to the next day, there's no footage. And there's people walking in and out of this yard sale and not a single video. Freaking insane update, y'all. The doll is back with us. Not the one that was stolen, but the one that we managed to wash our hands of by giving away. I had to drive 20 minutes away and come pick up this damn doll, and I never, ever, ever wanted to put this doll in my car. Ever. The only time it's ever been in my car is when I picked it up for the very first time. It has not been in my car since because I knew something was wrong with it. Okay, but now I have it in my car because we give it away to family, and they didn't believe us about everything I showed them. They're skeptics, okay? They didn't believe us. So they took the doll and give it to their granddaughter. Now, they didn't tell the little girl anything about the ghost or anything. They didn't want to scare her. They just wanted to give her a doll. I mean, understandable. But knowing what they know, that's insane to me. But if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. Whatever. So we give them the doll. They give the doll to the granddaughter. The granddaughter has the doll maybe 2 or 3 days. And the little girl tells her grandpa that the doll is alive. Something's wrong with it. That it moves. It keeps falling out of the chair. Or she said it was jumping out of the chair. But evidently it was just falling out of the chair. It would not stay sitting where she put it. She said it would turn its head and look at her. It would blink at her. It was freaking her out. Okay, so she gives it to her grandpa. Her grandpa takes the doll and puts it in his room. So the little girl's not scared anymore. I guess that's where he was going to leave the doll. But then the doll starts not the doll, but something starts touching him. He said something tapped on his shoulder, and there was no one there. And I guess that was enough to, he's like, I'm done. Okay. Believe it or not, he's done. Whether he believes it's real or not, it's enough for him to be done with it. Because he didn't tell the little girl anything about the ghost or haunting or anything like that. He just gave her a doll. And then the little girl's saying that something's wrong with the doll. And then he takes the doll to his room, and now something's touching him. And so now it's done. So now I had to drive out here and get the doll back. And I hope the little girl's not traumatized enough where she doesn't want to play with dolls anymore. That's what I hope. I hope whatever's attached to this doll wasn't naughty enough that it has scarred a little girl. That's what I hope. But we told them. We give them all the information. We showed them the videos. Come on, dude. Sorry, I'm driving. We told them, it's haunted. It moves. It will touch you. It will do all kinds of crazy stuff. We warned him. But he just didn't believe us. So he took the doll and gave it to his granddaughter. So now I've went and picked the doll up. I'm headed back home. I'm about 10 minutes away from my house now, thank God, because I was really scared that something was going to happen to me in this car with this doll. And I made my husband stay home with my daughter because ain't no fucking way in hell that I would ever, even in an emergency, put my baby girl in this car with that doll. No fucking way. It's bad enough I gotta put the doll in here with my newborn, or with my unborn son. I had been on edge the whole way, scared. I just felt like something's gonna happen. It's dread. But I think that's just because I know what the doll does. I don't think it's anything overpowering. It's just messing with my head. It's just playing head games with me. Nothing. It hasn't moved or anything which I'm driving. I can't see. But evidently it's going to be a good girl now because it's back with us and it's happy. And I think where I messed up is when we first got the girl. That's because I stopped at this red light, but I seen it out of the corner of my eye move and I about shit myself. Bitch, back up. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to say that. Girl, back up. But I think where I messed up is when we first got the dolls and we seen that something was attached to them and that something was haunting them. I made the mistake of being like, don't hurt us, we'll take care of you. This is before I had kids now. So I've done made this doll, or whatever's attached to this damn doll, promises that we will always take, because me and my husband were like, it's a little girl attached to this doll. Whichever doll. I don't know which doll it's attached to. But we're like, it's a little girl. She maybe passed early and was just confused on how to pass over, cross over. So she attached herself to the one thing she loves, her doll.
So that's what we were thinking. So I'm telling this little girl in my mind, I'm thinking it's a little girl, I'm saying, like, we'll take care of you, we'll take care of your doll, we'll make sure nothing ever happens to the doll, la 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 la. But then when I had kids, when I had my daughter, things changed. Like, and I think that's part of where the jealousy comes through.
So this is where I'm keeping her right now because I'm talking about it a lot and I don't want the activity to be worse. So in my brain, it helps me to think that maybe her being in this spare bedroom under that trash bag in the laundry basket, oh God, that's because she just fell over. She's really heavy. So in my mind, that helps her not make the activity worse, but we're going to do some investigating. But she does not have any like cranks or anything. Like, she is super heavy. Like, they don't make baby dolls like that anymore. But this tag is what come with her originally. I never took anything off the doll because as soon as I picked it up and I set them on my bed, they started moving. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not taking anything away from this doll because I don't know. But this, I don't know what number 14 means. I don't. Cuddle Up by a Fanabee, I guess. Approximately 1953. And I guess she was appraised at $70, or that's what the woman was trying to sell her for. I don't know. But, and I have tried looking her up online and I cannot find, even with all that information, I cannot find this doll anywhere. And I guess she couldn't either, which is why it says approximately. The closest thing that I found to this doll is this one. Hold on. This one. But this one has teeth. Like, that's her with the painted lips and everything. But this one doesn't even have a place to where the teeth went. I don't know. See, that's the doll. That's all the information. But that one has teeth and this one does not. I don't know if she lost her baby teeth or what's going on, but I found this online, paused to read. It doesn't say anything about it has any type of cranks inside or anything like that. And this. And I found this one that says she has a cry box. It says, unfortunately, she has a cry box, but it no longer works. Okay, so evidently the doll has a cry box. Let's find out. Okay, I'm about to undress it. Okay, so I definitely see something. It's hard. I don't know how, oh my gosh. I don't know how a cry box works because I've never even heard of a cry box. But it's something like round. I mean, there's no place, but there's no crank or like anything like that. It's super heavy. I can barely hold it with one hand. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I heard something. So there's definitely something right there. Something around. And it feels hard. Won't let you push it. But you can hear it. Girl, what is that? What you eat? Okay, like. It's something right there. So a cry box. So maybe at one time it would cry. But I don't know if you would push it. Because there's no like pull string like Woody in Toy Story. I'm trying to like, you know those little things you go, like I was assuming maybe it's one of those. Well, if she has a cry box, if that's what that is, it doesn't work anymore. Nope. So that's her. I found out she has a cry box today, but I don't know how to work it. Okay, time to put her clothes back on. Because I am at home alone tonight with just me and my baby. So
Damn. I really hope the activity ain't bad tonight. That's what I hope, because when my husband's gone, that's when a lot of the stuff would happen too. And I'm just smart enough to know to turn my Ring camera on all the time, or record all the time when I was here by myself. So that's how I caught the things that I caught, just by chance. But see, there ain't no place for teeth. So I don't know what's on her mouth either. But okay, that's enough. My baby woke up while I was messing with that damn doll, and I heard something go, "Mama," and I literally about pissed myself. Okay, so we're done playing with the doll. We're done. Man, y'all almost missed story time tonight. I'm telling you right now, the doll moved. Okay, let me tell you what my genius ass done. Okay, my dumb ass genius ass did. My sister-in-law gave me baby monitors. Okay, my baby's asleep in my room, and there's 2 cameras. So I put one on my baby and one on the doll. And I was just sitting in the living room watching TV, fucking off, and I seen something move on the camera, and I thought it was my baby awake. So I start paying closer attention to the monitor. It's not my baby moving; it's the doll. I was like, no, maybe that's just, my mind playing tricks on me because I'm already scared. I'm sitting here, I've got the baby monitor on the doll. No, it was the doll moving, because I took the monitor in there watching the doll and watching the monitor. And I was recording a TikTok trying to catch it move, and it worked. But the video will not let me post it. I don't know if the ghost is playing with my electronics and it won't let me, because my phone has been acting very weird these past few days. I was on the phone with my cousin the day before yesterday, and while I was on the phone with her, it said I was calling her. I don't know how that's possible, but she even showed me on the thing. She's like, somebody's calling me. It was you, but I was on the phone with you. But I don't know how I'm going to post a video on here. I don't know how to. I kept clicking post, but every time I did, it would just go back to drafts. So I don't know if the doll doesn't want me posting the video or what's going on, but it's starting to freak me out. And I don't want the video to be deleted. So what I'm going to do is, I just don't want TikTok to take my video down thinking it's not original. Because the video of my hair, the one, TikTok was giving me a violation saying that it's not like original content or something. I don't know what it said. I didn't even pay attention. I was like, oh, whatever. So I'm going to screen record the TikTok and then just upload it. Because I don't want this video to be deleted. Because that will be my luck. So yes, the video's coming. It's just gonna take me a minute because I'm gonna have to figure out how I can get it uploaded without it deleting. Because I have been talking about all this shit way too much for the past few days, I got paranoid, and I put my second baby monitor on the doll to watch it too, to make sure, because I'm home alone with my baby and I was scared. And that was a terrible idea because I'd been watching it all day and I caught it moving. And as soon as I thought I seen it moving while I was sitting on the couch, I went in the bedroom and started recording the baby monitor and the doll. And what's weird is, I'm about to show you the footage. It wouldn't upload. It would not let me post it. I don't know. I had to go and screen record, so it took up a lot of my time tonight. So I may not get a story time to y'all tonight, but I'll show you the dolls moving. So you get something. Now this is a live feed of the baby monitor. You're going to be able to see the baby monitor and the doll at the same time, but you can't see the doll move on the baby monitor, but you can, in some of the clips you can, but on some of them you can't see it move on the baby monitor. You have to watch the actual doll. And I don't know why. It's so weird, but here it is. The weird motion of the camera is me like rewinding it and letting it play through again, like so you can catch it again. And then like rewinding it and letting it play through again. That's not paranormal. The doll is super, super heavy. It literally, I think it just slid down. I did have it setting up really good, but I'm telling you, I cannot emphasize this enough how heavy that doll is. I think that was just her sliding down. That is not paranormal. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I just put that clip in there because she actually moved, but I don't think that's paranormal. Okay, now watch the baby doll. Don't watch the monitor. It's like she's being pushed up against, like being pulled. Pushed and pulled. See it? I'm gonna have to move those words. Okay, girl, say goodnight. You're sleeping here, okay? Sleep tight. Put the light off for you. Fuck that. Fuck that. Now look where you at. I tossed him back in there. Locked your ass back up because you're scaring me. You stand there. That looks good. Good enough. Okay. What you done now? Nope. No, go, Simby. Sorry. Annabelle Jr. wants to sleep with y'all. Good night. Love you. Sorry, babies. Fuck her. The clip you're about to see is the entire video of day one of me having these dolls. I had not had them an hour yet. Little naive me was so excited to have a real haunted doll, and I knew that it was the real deal. I was shaking, super excited, and I knew how unbelievable what was happening. So I was trying to hold a mirror up where you can see me and the dolls to show you, like, I'm not doing anything. It's legit just moving. And I even say in the clip that my husband walks in a towel, and I told him, like, you're going to be pissed because I'm not stopping this video, like, because I do not want it to be edited. I don't even want it to be shortened. I don't want anything at all to mess with this video. So It's the entire first video I ever recorded of the dolls moving. Yeah, so I can put them on Facebook. Justin's gonna be fucking pissed that these goddamn dolls move. He's gonna be pissed these fucking dolls move. I'm scared, but I want to fucking capture it, dude. These fucking old-ass dolls. Sorry, I know my breathing's loud. Jesus. Sorry, the camera's shaky. Let's see if I can look for myself in the mirror at the same time. Shit, I'm trying to find something that I can set the camera up with so I can get that mirror over there. Oh shit, I don't want to take the camera off the fucking doll though. Hold on, I got something. Okay. Got this motherfucker. Oh shit. Hell no, goddammit. Don't make me miss nothing. Hi, baby. I'm gonna put this video online. I want you to get out in a freaking towel, dude. I can't stop this fucking video, and now they're going. Well, I'm not editing you out. I'm not gonna go through and stop this damn recording. I'll fucking be damned. So he's gonna be pissed, but he's about to be in the video because I am not stopping this video, dude. Okay. Now you can see the mirror. Right? So you can see me in the mirror at the same time. I'm too stupid to do something like this. I don't know. I'm trying to record the doll moving and me at the same time, so you can see it's not. I'm not doing anything. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll just back up some. No, I can't get all this in the frame. Okay. Oh, okay. My nerves are too tore to even fucking think about trying to get angles and trying to get me. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Oh, see myself. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's a terrible angle for me. Hold on. I don't want to put this fucking camera off. Fucking hands are too fucking small to keep losing it. Okay. That's it. There we go. I don't know if I want to move yet. I don't know. Damn it. My hand's not steady enough to do that. If you don't want to believe me, don't fucking believe me. Kiss my ass. Let's see, I'm pretty sure. Is her eyes fluttering? He's gonna be so pissed. Get over it. My dollies. I had something that's thing steady. Oh, there's one more. Make a long story short, these dolls online, and the woman posted they're just antique dolls. She's cleaning out her garage. She don't want them, so she's giving them away for free. So I was like, well, fuck yeah, free dolls, I'll take them. Plus, I like dolls. As you can see with my Chucky. And I was like, they're old. They gotta have like a story or something with them, you know. So hell yeah. Something happened. Just y'all still. I think I need to make something clear real quick. The video that you just seen right before this one's about to be posted, that's not a video I just took. That video is the very first video I ever took of the dolls moving. That's why I'm like all over the place, rambling. The camera angle's off. I'm freaked out. I'm excited. That's why I'm so like obsessed with it right there, because that was the first time I'd ever seen it move. So I'm all tore up. Like, that's a genuine reaction. That's a raw reaction to just seeing a doll move. So yes, it's all over the place. But don't think that's a video I just recorded for y'all. That video was never meant to be put on TikTok. I only recorded it for my family and friends on Facebook. I never thought 1,000 people would see it. Like, so yeah, it's not the best quality. So I hope that clears that up. I was that excited about having a doll move because I didn't know what I just got myself into. Like, I thought I had a haunted doll and that it moved and that was the extent of it. I was wrong, but that's why I was excited, because I did not know what my life was about to unfold into. And this comment's responding to somebody saying that I haven't contacted the priest because I'm generating too much money. I don't have that kind of account. I have just like a regular account. I don't have the business type account, whatever. So, and I have contacted him. So, but thank you for your concern. I locked them in this glass hutch to try and contain whatever was attached to them because they were causing so much hell. And I had 2 jobs and my husband was working 12-hour shifts. We were both tired and they were keeping us up all hours of the night. So I tried to put them in here to contain them and it only made it worse. I have a lot of pictures. But you see like that fog on the glass? It's like some type of condensation where the shelf got so cold. Hold on. I have videos of it too. I'm about to show you. I'm just showing you the fog that was like on the case. It was so thick that you couldn't even see the faces of the dolls. And it was from the inside, because you'll see me in a second when I rub it from the outside, it doesn't go away. They were just really upset that I had put them in there, I guess. I'll show you the video where I locked them in there, and then I'll show you the video of where I put my hand on there and it's cold, and then I'll show you the video of where it's gone. It's done disappeared. What's that another one? Yeah. I tossed it back in there. Lock your ass back up because you're scaring me. You're staying there. That looks good. Good enough. There's something on this window. You see it? See it? There was so much fog that it was turning to water inside the case. What is that?
like cold. You see my hands. This whole thing is like fucking freezing, dude. I mean, wash my fucking hands. The whole case is like, okay, this cabinet was being fucking weird and the whole thing was like super cold. Now I'm touching it and it's back to normal. Like, and as cold as it was, there's no way it should be able to warm up that fast. Like my hands was leaving a print and now they're not. You got to go, bitch.
A family tries desperately to get rid of this haunted Elsa doll.
In 2013, a woman named Emily gifted her child an Elsa doll. Now, this doll had the ability to speak when a button was pushed. After owning the doll for years, the doll would suddenly start speaking. And I mean, when the button wasn't even being pushed. To make things even creepier, the doll actually started speaking Spanish, and there was no settings on the doll to change its language. Now, Emily was sick of the doll, and so she decided to just throw it in the trash. 1 week after throwing it in the trash, Emily found the doll sitting on the bench. Now, she immediately questioned her daughter, but her daughter promised she did not take it out of the trash. So Emily wrapped up that doll again, and this time made sure it was in the garbage. And the doll again made its way back to Emily's house. Understandably, she was completely freaked out. In the end, the doll was mailed to a family friend who assured Emily that he would get rid of it. And luckily for the family, there's been no Elsa doll sightings. For more 7 Sin crime stories, remember to hit the...
This is why you don't take creepy dolls from anyone. One afternoon, a man went to his basement to cut a piece of wood in his workshop. In the basement, Jamie's wife Katie kept a collection of antique dolls that her aunt had left behind. And ever since they took those dolls, strange things started happening in the house. As Jamie's leaving the basement, he's stopped by something odd. Mysteriously, the doll chair leans back as if something's holding it there. Jamie carefully inspects the area in disbelief of what he sees. Suddenly, the chair swings upright and scares Jamie. What?
New video making the rounds on the internet and supposedly shows a possessed doll. The little girl's father started to notice some weird things going on around the house, so he used a couple security cameras to capture some of the disturbances. You can see the doll tilt its head in the video.
Hey, you there. Can you watch my haunted doll for me? She's been acting strange and I gotta go real quick. Thanks.
What the heck? That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. We're gonna go now. Thanks for babysitting. Hi, Abby here with Unnamed Doll. I just want to show you all parts of the doll. She has a wooden base, a foam core. There are no strings on her. There are some dog hairs because I have a very hairy dog. The string in question is a dog tail hair. No strings. She was left by some previous owner of this house. She was hidden in a plastic bag up in the attic. I've done spirit box sessions, which you can check out on my page, and it seems like whoever she is being held here by 2 other spirits. We haven't gotten a name for her yet. We haven't gotten a name for any of the spirits here. She's been known to fall off of her shelf a couple of times. This is the only time I've ever caught anything on camera. I saw a video of a mom doing this with her baby, so I thought it'd be funny. I didn't think anything was going to happen. I totally understand if you don't believe, but I can't do anything to convince you otherwise. Just trying to figure out who she is and how to make her safe. The nightmares are back. I slept so bad last night. For those of you that have only seen her falling over and haven't seen the whole journey, I found her wrapped in plastic in my attic. I surrounded her in seashells just to make sure she's safe because the energy's really changed. For those who weren't here, I've had nightmares of a creature banging on this wall, and it started again last night. I've also had a child wake me up by breathing, by whispering, "Daddy," in my face. That was happening again all last night. Like there's a floor creak and everything. I can show you where the creak happens. So this is where I sleep. That creak is the only sound I was hearing children talk all night. That creak was going nonstop. So clearly I did something to upset her, or the people that are keeping her here. I know some of you don't think this is real, but it's my reality. Tomorrow I am getting rid of my haunted doll. One of my followers/friends sent me a lot of things to hopefully get rid of her and whatever is attached to her. And tomorrow we're doing the process of hopefully closing this chapter. This last week has been a lot, and I'm hopeful, cautiously optimistic. And just proof of the energy, both of these plants were fine until she got placed next to them. So everybody, say goodbye to our unnamed spooky friend. May whoever is attached to her find closure and find peace because they're being evicted tomorrow. So we got rid of the haunted doll. And I've seen a lot of people asking me how it went. And it was a lot. I'm not sure how much I want to get into the experience and what all went on. Things have definitely gotten better since we went through everything to cleanse the house, cleanse the doll, and then bury it. We didn't put her in the trash. There's no way that anybody's going to get her. I will say it was very intense and some really crazy things happened. And the person that kind of walked us through everything said that it would probably happen, and it did. I'm talking screaming, things thrown at us, dark figures, whole 9 yards. I've seen people say that the energy of the doll has changed since when I first found it, and I definitely agree with you. And everything that happened definitely solidified that. But she's gone, and my house feels so much lighter. Nothing crazy has happened since. Do you guys want to hear about it? So we buried our haunted doll in the backyard after following a lot of steps. And I'm not going to get into everything super in depth in respect to the person that made and sent everything for us to do what we did, because she spent a lot of time crafting that. But I can tell you the gist of what happened. And buckle up. Quick recap. So we found a haunted doll. Well, we didn't know it was haunted at the time. A doll in our new house that we bought that was built in the 1930s. She was wrapped in plastic and kind of tucked to the side. We also found a death certificate in the linen closet of our hallway, I guess it is.
And when I found these things, activity started in the home. When we first moved in, the first couple of weeks, we didn't have any activity. I didn't feel anything at all, and I'm pretty sensitive. But once I found those 2 objects, things started kicking up. Stuff thrown places, walking. My dogs would really freak out. All of that stuff is on my page. So back to the doll. I caught her falling over, which everybody thinks is hoax. I promise, guys, it's not. I don't care that much. She's fallen over a couple of times. She's moved. She's changed rooms a couple of times, but I've never caught it on the camera. Things started picking up and getting dark. A couple of people commented on later videos and said that the energy has changed from when we found her to now, and I agree. So Nick and I did some prep work, and we did a deep cleansing of the home. We opened every single door in the house, every single window, and pretty much smoke cleansed from the bottom up, forcing everything up and out. And then we locked the house in more ways than one with some herbs that she provided and sourced herself. And we also placed crystals strategically around the house, all while being forceful and saying what she had written for us to say, which I won't repeat. And as we were cleansing the house, stuff started slamming. I heard voices, multiple voices, more than just the 3 that we thought were here. I heard a man yelling, bellowing, dark shadows, dark figures, and the person that provided us with this instruction manual, she warned us that would probably happen, and she was right. And then we took the doll and buried it in the backyard. We locked its grave, we put crystals over it, we prayed over it, we did pretty much everything we can over it, and come spring, we are going to plant our garden over it. So kind of really sealing that negative energy and negative spirit, whomever was attached to it, does seem to be gone. The dogs were out of the house for the duration of this time because we didn't want them to be impacted by the energy, and I didn't record anything because I didn't want to run the risk of anything being transmitted to you guys. But trust me when I say things feel different. I feel different. The dogs feel different. It is different now. And I'm really grateful for the person that provided all of this guidance. Any questions?
Christy, can you show me your hair right now? Good job. Can you touch your favorite tool? Definitely the REM pod. Can you turn that off? Can you turn it back on? Good job. Can you hold it down in your favorite color, honey? It's black, but you said green. And green, black and green. Wow, that's going really fast. The sweep rate. Were you in the army? You can use these words in this app to communicate anything you want to me. Are you able to piece them together to tell me how you passed away? Ammo? Is somebody SHOOT you? Yeah. Are you 28? Christy, how can I help you? Is there anything you want to tell me right now?
Hope you enjoyed this compilation. If so, leave a comment below. We also want to know, who is your favorite haunted doll? Mine will always be Pinocchio from Pinocchio's Revenge. I just might have to watch that tonight. Don't forget we're doing a giveaway. Details in the description box.